Alright, alright. Not bad, not bad.
Rip.
Man, look at those APs.
That was a weird map. I blame
Yep.
it on the map.
Okay, let's go back to this one then.
It's also because you just kind of... I went for 3 thinking that I'd be okay.
Yeah, I kind of attacked you later than I probably should have, but oh well.
Well, I didn't think you were
That
Zerg,
first,
so
that
yeah, I
first
thought you were
attack,
going to attack.
that first Zerg like little skirmish that took
Yeah.
out your first base. That came way later than it should have, all things considered. Oh, that's my problem when I'm playing Zerg is their supply cap is lower than like literally any other.
Yeah, I must have just not been playing on faster, I think, because this is like the same speed.
Yep, looks like it.
Wait, I didn't see where you were.
Directly across from you.
Oh, okay. I always forget to look. Wait, who are you playing?
Zerg.
Okay.
Like if I play on random, I should get the advantage of you not knowing, but you know,
That's true.
all good. You're about to find out in a minute.
Crap. I'm dead.
No, just Overlord's movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Thought you were attacking. I was like, well, I'm screwed.
I mean, I'm probably not attacking. Fast expanse, huh?
Maybe. You don't know. Oh, yeah, you do. Just kidding.
I do, yeah. Oh, this is probably a bad thing for me. Get rid of that first.
Man, I am dying. I guess I'm trying to expand too quickly.
Possibly. Well, I have some confidence you'll be able to fend off this attack.
Maybe.
Well, maybe not. Holy cow. Alright, well done, well done.
End them. I know I don't have enough minerals. Chill.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh, hello. That is a lot of stuff.
Mineral field depleted. My life for hire.
Why was that not researching? That's the real question.
Oh, that's not one.
We are one with the shadows. My life for hire. Very wise.
Wow, that's a first.
Here in the shadows.
I'm running my mineral cap in one.
Mineral cap? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, like I haven't run out of minerals in a while.
Oh.
I didn't tell me you need more minerals. Usually it's you need more best you gas. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
Research complete. I return to serve.
clearly, I don't have enough workers.
Let our enemy know our fury. I'm here in the shadows. We embrace the glory of battle. Osiris,
Well, crap.
I'm here in the shadows. I'm here in the shadows. I am the heart of darkness.
Ah, right, stop.
Very well. I'm here in the shadows. I'm here in the shadows.
That sure is a lot of guys you got there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here in the shadows.
Why do you have so many of those guys?
There's a lot of turrets you got there.
Yeah, not enough.
Here in the shadows. Mineral field depleted.
Sure does seem like I'm dead right here.
I'm here. Our pylon is under attack. Mineral field. Let our enemy know our fury. I'm here in the shadow. Our pylon is under attack. Mineral field. I'm here in the shadows.
Ah, that's too many guys.
Base is under attack.
Oh my gosh, I need more overlords, for pity's sake. Kill some of my guys so I can build more units.
It's over.
Yeah,
Man, I need to refocus. If I'm too focused on research that I don't get enough troops out.
I'm say I let you get cocky with that win last night, and
Yeah. Now I'm just like, oh, I can research. He's not gonna attack me for 6 minutes and destroy my second base.
say I'm a slow attacker, but even knock it off.
All right, let's go again.
All right.
It's just I want to research everything so I can get all the good troops that cover all against all the other troops, like all of your little Zergling guys. If I would have just gotten that Colossus built faster, they're supposed to be like super good against them.
Sorry. I stepped away for a sec. What were you saying?
The problem is I want to research so I can get my good troops building, so that I can kill all of your troops more efficiently. Because if I could have just gotten that Colossus built faster and had a big army to support him,
The Colossus would
he
actually
would just
the Colossus hurt you more than it helped you.
no, it would have destroyed
I
all your
was using-
Zerglings. Well, you were using aerial bat
I
things.
switched. Yeah, I switched from Zerglings to what's the buckets? The Mutalisks.
Yeah,
very,
Mutalisks.
Fairly like
Yeah.
and like.
Enough minerals.
Oh crap! That's not what I wanted to build. Oh well.
Good.
It didn't really hurt me that much, but
Dang it.
and like, there we go. I'm starting to learn how this works.
You must construct additional pylons.
I don't know if it's typical of Zerg players, but I typically stop building Zerglings once I've gotten the more advanced units. They still have their place at times, but it seems to me to be in the minority.
Crap.
There we go.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have pylon for iron. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
Oh, where's the map? Wow, this map is big. Oh, I remember this map now. Okay. Ooh, nice defense, nice defense. All right. All right, nice job.
Leave.
I'll leave you alone now. Yeah.
Leave. Crap.
You have not enough minerals. Pylon for iron. Pylon for iron. Ula son. You have not enough minerals. to serve. I am here in the shadows. Research complete. Cold is the foe. I am here in the shadows. Entry.
Oh crap.
For the reckoning. It shall be. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. You have not enough minerals. I am here in the shadows. We embrace the glory of battle.
Nice push.
Not nice enough.
Cold is the void. I return to serve. Mineral field depleted.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay.
Very well. For the reckoning. You require my skills. It shall be as you say. We move unseen.
Ow.
I serve for now. My meditation. Mineral field depleted. Our duty is unending.
I am in trouble right now.
Upgrade complete. I am here in the shadow. My life for hire.
That's a lot of guys you got there.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. State thy bidding. Vespine geyser exhausted. Intriguing. My life for hire. Veraku. Very well. Very well. We move
That's a lot of spheres you got there.
for art. I am the heart of darkness. Vespine geyser exhausted. I am the voice of the I am the heart of darkness.
Glory to the Daemon.
My life for hire. Veraku.
It's depleted, dang it. Okay.
Mineral field depleted. You have my life for hire. State thy bidding.
Yes, Executor. Let none deter us. The Templar.
That didn't work.
Excuse me, magic guys.
Cold
Yeah, I was
is the
gonna say.
void. You require my
Not clever, but
skills. We are one with the shadows. My meditation is over. Mineral field.
Dang it. How come I can't get through? How do I get through, Josh?
Hmm?
How do I get through?
How do you mean?
How do I get through? To kill you.
Oh,
That's what I want to do.
a little more guys.
Yeah, well, trying, but I don't know. Doesn't seem to be working per se.
Oh boy.
You have not enough minerals.
Jeez Louise.
Highlight for iron. You have not enough minerals. 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 Mineral field depleted. Very wise.
Oh, hey, a base.
We stand as one. We are the blades of iron. Our pylon is under attack.
Yeah, I see that.
You have not enough minerals. Mineral field depleted. I am here.
Hey, look, it's another base. This one's actually got stuff in it. Oh, yeah, that's it. There we go.
Place that in a power field. You have not enough minerals.
Haven't expanded over here yet? That's interesting.
I am the voice of the eclipse. Your probes are
What the heck?
in the shadows.
What?
Oh, you're back there now. Man,
You conveniently don't have guys yet.
I am here in the shadows.
man, I am dying. I'm really bad at this strategy thing.
I serve.
See what I mean?
You have not enough minerals. I am here in the shadows. For the reckoning. I am here in the shadows. Base is under attack.
I mean, you actually made me work for it this time.
My skills.
But
Yeah.
you have lost to the same strategy twice now.
Well, I don't know how to stop it.
Notice how I'm outmaneuvering you with my flying ability?
Yeah. I guess I need
Your guys could
spaceships.
fly too. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Oh, hello. I don't want to be over here.
I thought since these guys can shoot.
Ooh, hello. Golden? I
Oh,
didn't
what does
even
that do?
notice these. Golden minerals have more minerals than a regular mineral deposit.
Serve. For now.
This is what we get for not knowing the map.
Base is under attack. You have not enough minerals. I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows. We move. I am the heart of darkness. We embrace the glory of battle. You require my skills. Unto
My poor guys. I almost had you, I thought. I took out a
You
base.
did. You really did almost have me.
If I would have just been able to produce enough troops. Dig it. I don't have enough minerals to win.
I have plenty of minerals right now. This army you have right here does have me worried.
No, I can't replenish them. That's the problem.
It looks like I'm getting through them then. Alright, as long as I take out this thing, I think you're done then, yeah?
Yeah. Rip.
Ooh.
So what was my problem there? I was totally whooping you. Let's look at this
I have to watch a
this
replay in order
graph.
to see.
Look at you take that downfall. Oh wait, that's me.
No, like
No, you also took a downfall though. I was back and
yeah,
forth.
like you knocked me back significantly. I thought for sure you were gonna seal the deal there. I really do want to watch I'm gonna watch the replay for this one.
Well, it's cause
You can watch the replays.
I couldn't get through your
Oh, hey, I think
pokey
we can watch it
things
together. Cool.
enough. I needed to figure out what countered the pokey things. I was totally in. Like I avoided the ones that were behind your base, your last base. I assume was your last one.
Two things.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, you want to watch me and see what I did.
I am
and see how
watching you.
you got to killing me. I'm gonna watch you, and we're gonna go. How do you make this go faster?
There you go.
Faster, faster. All right.
Oh, look at look at all these stats. Holy crap.
Yeah, I know, right? And pause. Cool. All right, that was easy. So part of your problem, Ben, was, and I'll kind of slow down when we get to that fight, because that was a good fight. You were letting me, wow, you've got all this stuff you're building, and I've done nothing. Hold on. Let's just, okay. What have I got? What have I got? I have 2 bases and a spawning pool. I think I have all of.
You have like
I have
no
Zerglings.
Yeah,
I have
no Zerglings. You have a queen.
You got. Holy cow, Ben! You could have won the game right here.
Well, I thought you were building all troops because that's what you did last time.
Yeah, be curious to watch that replay too, because I'll bet I was also like dramatically far behind. But yeah,
I was
you had a
waiting for
really
you
strong
to
start here.
strike.
This is a really strong start. I am honestly not in great shape comparatively.
Well,
I'm moving
good.
slow this game, and I kind of knew I was moving slow.
So I should have sent my troops I had there and then kept replenishing them for my defense.
Especially Protoss. Yeah, if you've got that many troops already, like, yeah, you can go ahead and poke with them, and maybe, like I said, you could have probably won the game here.
Yeah, I at least could have
I'm
taken one of your
look
bases.
at this. Oh my gosh, I'm so far out of whack. I'm getting ready to build a 3rd base. You see that guy heading over to build the 3rd base?
Yeah, I see him.
And I don't have any military.
Oh,
units.
I have a little spot back here. A pocket base.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You didn't
I didn't
build
even
that.
notice that. I should have.
Yeah, you went for the outward expansion instead of the inner expansion.
I didn't even see it was there.
A fairly aggressive play, which
You know me.
Yeah, I know.
Aggro. Except I didn't attack you.
Does it show me what? I guess it doesn't show you what I'm building. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I did not get off. I built for a strong economic base.
Yeah, I see that.
Force. Anyways, all right, back to it. And look, you've got a robotics facility, 3 gateways. I feel woefully inadequate to your
Technical skills.
I thought that was I thought this area here was is there a way to ping? I don't think there's a way to ping. I thought this area here was a second base that you were building up, which it kind of is. You just haven't actually built. There's the Nexus. Okay.
Yeah, I'm building the Nexus now.
Pro tip.
I built another gateway because I wanted another one. Huh.
Ben, pro tip. You see here, just to the southeast of your Nexus, there's this big, like, crumbly patch of ground.
Yeah, I built the pylon there, so I couldn't put it on the correct spot.
Yeah,
because
you
I was
gotta be careful
spamming.
of that.
I was spamming pylons.
Gotcha. Every map, and every base. Well, especially like I think the early expansions, but just about every base area on every map is going to have some kind of visual cue for where you want to put your
base.
Your base, because that's the shortest distance between the resources
Yeah.
and the base, so it's more efficient. But I mean, what I usually do is like I'll just kind of like hover over the minerals and then drag until it all turns green, and then
Yeah, that's what I do also.
yeah. Okay. All
It's
right.
just that the pylon was there because I don't really think about where I
Yeah, I
place
see that.
pylons yet, which I need to.
You
'Cause
probably
they keep
should,
getting in the way.
because there's that, and then also like you want to protect them while still like letting them power your stuff.
Yeah.
I think when I play Protoss, I usually like build them in clusters of 2 or 3, so that way all the buildings that I build around them, like if one of them fails, there's still a backup or 2 to keep them going in a tense fight.
Wait, so there has to be up, so like if you would have destroyed all these pylons by my gateways up here, would those stop working?
Yeah.
If they're not in the ring? Oh, I didn't know
If
that.
your
I thought you just needed to warp them in.
no, they provide power to your buildings.
Okay.
Like I said, they are
So that's how you
like,
destroy
arguably
Protoss.
the biggest weakness for what?
Okay, that's how you destroy Protoss. I was aiming for your overlords, hoping that would destroy you, but I didn't know if that affected you or not.
It depends. Like the overlords do provide me with valuable scouting information, and they are my my supply provider. And oh, there we go. I can hover over. You can hover over the supply, and it'll show you how many of each unit each player has. So yeah, I have tons more workers.
You
than
can do that
right
in the
now,
game
but
too.
You've got twice as many units as I do, which is crazy. I didn't know you could do that. You can hover over. Interesting.
Yeah, I noticed that.
My overlords can also become my transport units, which you'll see here a bit later. I ended up actually using. I very rarely do, but it's pretty funny the situation that I end up in and how I get out of it to finally beat you.
So you've got a few Zerglings, but that's your entire army.
Where are they? Am I sending them your way yet?
Yeah, they're
they're right
headed there now.
No, I haven't sent them your way yet.
Oh, they're hatching.
About to. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
You're hatching a
Wait,
few more.
here we go. Oh yeah. See, there we go. I was going to send them your way. Oh wow, that's interesting. I don't think I ever even sent Zerglings to your base. I didn't know what was going on at your base because this was the little force that I was getting ready to send, which I should have realized. Minute 7. Way too late for a scouting attack.
Yeah.
And they run into your guys, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm screwed. Okay, so I'm gonna slow this one down because this is gonna get interesting.
So what I need to do is I need to put my laser guys in the back, and let my zealots go forward.
Did I just miss it and I did send a little?
No, you sent. I thought you sent a little bit, but
we must have missed it then, because
I had a little
I
bit.
think I must have sent a little force over here.
I had a few zealots. I thought so.
Vaguely remember attacking over here.
It's either that or last
and I was
game.
like, okay, nice job, good repel. And then I started building mutilisks, but it was too late. Yeah.
How long
Sorry,
does it take for you to build mutilisks? What do you have to build in order to do that?
So once pretty much Zerg has a really flat tech tree in that once you build the spawning pool, which lets you build the queen, and it lets you build Zerglings, and it lets you morph your hatcheries into layers.
Yeah.
Which is really important. Layers really important. Because I think it's it's the level of your home base determines which advanced buildings you can build. So once I have a layer, I can then build mutilisks or hydralisks or there's one more, but I don't remember what it is. So basically, build order for me, I go workers and overlords, spawning pool, second or third base, spire. It's like pretty much like in the last couple of games. Like last game, I actually built hydralisks, which is the Zerg's like really good ranged unit.
Yeah.
But that was late. That was really late. Like pretty much the way I play Zerg is I'm only using Zerglings and mutilisks, because to me the big advantage of the Zerg is their mobility, almost more so than their overwhelming numbers. And the mutilisks and the Zerglings are probably the two of the fastest units in the game.
Yeah.
And the mutilisks are a surprisingly versatile and early game aerial unit, and I love aerial units. Just
Yeah, I
in
need to
general.
figure out how to counter aerial units because it takes so long for me to
well-
get like a Stargate. I didn't even build one this game because I usually don't. But
Protoss and Terran both have fairly restrictive aerial unit options. In that, like, they have air units that are really good against air units, or air units that are really good against ground units, but they
Yeah.
don't have too many air units that are good against ground
Both.
and air units. So learning, like, the counters is pretty key. Honestly, the Protoss have a really good anti-air air unit. I think it's the Phoenix. I think it's the basic Stargate
build
unit.
it?
Like, you Stargate and start pumping them out. But so, like, yeah, if you, and this is why scouting is important, because if you see
wait,
that early,
what are they? You think the
15?
sentries?
What?
The Phoenix?
No, not Sentry. Yeah, where's your Stargate? Do you have a Stargate up?
I don't have a Stargate. I never built one.
You just didn't.
That's why I lost.
Basically, yeah.
I just go for warp gates as fast as possible, pretty much, because I think warping them in
Which
is
is
just so
the strategy I
so
go
good.
with on Protoss as well. It usually works very well.
But the problem is that the Stalker didn't. I usually build a lot of
Stalker?
Stalkers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like they're really
And, like,
good.
honestly,
But
you can switch once you have Stalkers. You can almost switch to them exclusively from Zealots, especially if you research the Blink.
Well, the Zealots.
You really need to research the
Yeah.
Blink.
I built.
Like,
Oh, did I
Stalkers
not build
become
Twilight
so
Council? I
much
thought I did.
Better once you have Blink, and honestly,
Yeah.
you might have been able to beat me with Blink.
Could just
I don't
blink
know how
behind your
long the-
things. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
especially there. I was thinking when I was like destroying you, you could have maybe improved your mobility with Blink and kept up.
It
with
doesn't
my
blink that
Mutalisks.
far. I don't think that. I don't think it would have done anything
No.
to your horde of Mutalisks. I needed
Maybe
other
not.
stuff in order to do that.
But yeah, I think the Phoenix is the basic fighter in the Stargate. We'll take a look at it once we're done here in the help menu.
But yeah, you definitely
I
attacked me
like
because my
using-
photon cannon is down like at 34 health by the ramp.
Oh yeah, and that's right. I ran up there and I was like, oh, okay, nice job. That must
Okay.
have been really early on. That's why I didn't have many Zerglings, because you killed them all.
So
It was
here I
mostly-
kill you.
All right, so yeah, here we go. I'll probably.
All your guys are
Yeah,
so
I'm just
weak.
like, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I think I'm pumping out Mutalisks, hoping that I can take out your ranged guys. Can the Immortal attack air units? No, he can only
No.
attack ground units. Okay. See, this is interesting. You like hold back. Why did you hold back here? I'm curious.
I just wanted to build more
You
guys.
just-
I
you just-
think.
You just wiped out like.
Actually, no,
my
I wasn't
entire
paying
army.
attention. I was trying to focus on other stuff, so
Okay,
I didn't
that's
even
fair.
notice.
Because here, like you can see up here, just below my layer here.
Yeah.
I start building my wall of spine crawlers. My first wall of spine crawlers. And I think you do manage to attack early enough that they don't really do much.
Yeah.
I don't remember. We'll see. Let's see. Go a bit faster here.
Let's see. When do I notice?
Yeah,
I
see,
probably
I,
notice
like,
once you
poke
start
out.
attacking me.
Okay. There you go. You pull back a bit, and I'm like, that's fine. I'll let you beat. Gives me a chance to build more Mutalisks. I think that's when I moved. Yeah, my rally point. What am I building right now? Okay. I have.
Then they all spawned. If I would have just went in.
But then you destroyed them, and I'm like, I'm dead. There's no way I survive this. I can't build units fast enough. Especially
How do you get out of
ones
this?
like Mutalisks.
You only have a queen, 2 Mutalisks.
I think
And
I have
that's
two
it.
Queens.
Do you have 2
I've got
queens?
2 queens.
Where's the other queen?
Yeah. And I have
there it is.
49 workers.
Oh, you have a few more Mutalisks down there too. Yeah. How do you live? I think it's because you build all your spiny things up here.
All right, so here's the thing. You're attacking my lair. I pulled back all my workers because I knew I wasn't going to survive this, and watched my workers. Just watch my workers through this
I'm
whole
watching.
time.
They just spawn into different, yeah.
Yep. It's just, whoop, whoop.
Set up the wall to protect the other base.
Yep, and you do something really interesting here, because they do this. Okay, and I think, where else? Nope, that's it. Interesting. right, I bring in some guys to try to annoy you, try to like just kill off something. I think I tried to kill this immortal, but that immortal is tough.
He's got a lot of shields. He's big.
He's really good. Well, and also his special ability.
I never use this. Oh, the barrier, is it?
Auto. It automatically.
Auto, yeah.
Yeah. It's just that barrier. Oh man. So you walk up, okay, and I'm still able to distract you long enough for some of these to spawn.
I didn't know
Not
what
many.
these were until one popped out, and then I was like,
Started
crap.
spawn. Yep. Well, you can click on them, I think, and see.
Oh, I should have
Like
done
when
that.
you warp stuff in, I can click on your stuff and be like, what is he warping in there?
That's a lot to micromanage.
It is. Okay, so this blunts your attack a bit, and I send him some Zerglings.
Here comes more guys. How do I not get in? I couldn't get up the ramp, and your guy was just poking. And I realized I need to move them all up like
You gotta
that.
move your guys. Okay, but see, you do get in. You do get in.
Yeah, I do.
Guy. So then I just build all
Oh my gosh.
the entire base. And you, for whatever reason, again, continue to let... I'm like, again, I'm dead. There's no way I'm getting out of this, but I distract you with my queen. You go for the base.
Well, I didn't know what they were. They were just spawning, and I was just like, oh, okay.
Was dead. So you notice down here, I just started building a wall.
Holy crap.
Because I figured, okay, by the time...
Yeah, if I just targeted those, I would win. I didn't know what they were, though.
Yeah, and that's, again, knowledge. Here's, like, they start auto-targeting, and I'm just like, oh, man, I'm so dead. But then a few of them start spawning. And that's the thing, I thought maybe if I built enough of them, some of them would spawn.
Yeah.
And then once they spawn, like, I'm in good shape. Because then I think this is where... they're just... And I just keep
They're
making
so
these
strong.
Zerglings distract you. And eventually my Zerglings managed to kill this immortal. This immortal is a pain. So... Alright.
Well,
So here, I'm really curious, okay? Because here, I still think I've got to be dead. Because the entire time I've been pouring, like, literally all of my time and workers and resources into trying to defend this attack. You know,
Yeah.
you've been continuing, like, your base is fine. You're still gathering resources. I figure you have a huge stockpile of resources that you'll be able to build up a brand new army in, like, no time. Because, like... You've been busy over here fighting, so I know when I send an attack and I'm managing the attack, when that attack is done, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so many resources, I need to spend these. So I figure you're in that situation, which is pretty much true, right?
correct.
Okay, so then, I'm thinking, like, how the heck do I get out of this? I'm still probably toast. Because like, look here, my minerals are almost completely depleted here.
Yeah.
Down here, they're even starting to get low. You're
Yeah,
probably
you've
not
only
going to go
got-
to that base soon, but there's nowhere from that base for me to go.
Holy
You've even managed
crap,
to kill
Josh. You have so many spiny things.
You've even managed to kill a ton of my overlords, so I don't have a whole lot of supply.
Yeah.
I could expand to this base again, but, like, I assume you have another army that's, like, about to hit me. So I'm just like, how do I hold on to what I have so I can start figuring out, like, how to get out of here, And I'm curious, what do? You've got a few stalkers.
Here was my thought, I
workers at
think.
This base.
When I thought about like the situation after failing that win, that game-winning situation, I'm thinking
there's
I
so
have
many.
so much more now than you do because I killed one of your
Uh-huh.
bases that I can, I can resupply it. And I'm thinking whenever I get hit, the first thing I do is I bail on everything and I just like try and build as many defensive and offensive things as I can, like workers or not workers, but troops and everything. All right. So I think you're going to be doing that, which is going to slow down your resource management and
Economy.
everything
True.
and your economy. So I think, okay, I can just wait like, 4 minutes and like I can build more things than he can
4
because
minutes
I
is a
have
long
more
time in
stuff.
This game, Ben. As you could see, like, you could have won the game at the 4 minute
I know.
mark.
I could have
Okay,
just
so 4
just
minute is long. A minute maybe, but go
yeah, I
ahead.
could have just gone in with this army and tried to slow down some more
Probably.
while I built.
Depends. It depends. Like, I do have a lot of defenses now. You couldn't have won the game with this army.
No,
I'm
but
curious
I.
what you do next, because like at this point, Ben, you control the pace of the game.
Yeah.
You get to decide what happens next. And so I'm curious, what do you do? Do you build another base at this point? Because now is a great time
I should
to
have.
expand.
I definitely
You
should
built two
have.
more bases. You should have built 2 more bases, because then you would have like been far outpacing me economically. And then like geared up for more advanced units. And like you've got the 1 robotics facility, but
That's not enough.
That builds super
So slow.
the
Yeah.
advanced units build super slow, okay? And like especially because your robotics facility can't become a warp gate, so they have to walk from the facility to the front line, and like already your pathing in this little area in the second base is really awkward. So like that's slowing them down even more. Like really you want your robotics facilities up near this purple thing, which means you need like a base or so like
up there.
you want your robotics facilities more towards the front line if you're going to use them, but still defendable. Like Stargates, I'll build like like as far back into my base as possible, because then they're out of the way, they're protected,
They can just fly.
and like those guys can just fly into position. That's why again, that's another reason why I love flying units, but that's my play style.
Yeah, it's
But,
definitely
the
positioning I definitely don't understand.
Yeah. Clearly, your decision with the robotics facility was solid, because that immortal was a pain in the ass during that.
I just
whole
need more
first
units to
fight.
tank
You
damage
should have
for my
built-
stalkers.
Which you should have built more immortals.
Yeah.
But I think the next attack you come with, like I think there's another attack, and then you come with the Colossus, and it's just like, it's so easy to get like distracted by the shiny Colossus.
Yeah, he
but
looks cool.
He
He does area of
He's
effect.
good in the right situation, but
I
he's
guess that's true.
really. Yeah,
I don't know the units very well,
the
so I just.
step up and down cliffs thing is honestly what you should have been using with him, because you could have walked right up here behind my defenses.
So the next thing I do is I come and build pylons in the center so that I can transport units to the center. I'm pretty
Saw
sure.
that.
Which really helped keep the offensive
Yeah,
up.
I'll bet. Like that makes a lot of sense. What you should have done is built a base around those pylons.
Yeah, I
I'm
should have built one
surprised you
right
don't
down
find
here.
This
Yeah.
Overlord.
I should have
Or
built one
even
right
as
down here.
aggressively as I really wish there was a way to ping. How do I ping?
What, to the left of your second base? Like that one? Can you not ping with alt? Like that.
Yep, there we go. Yeah. That's like
Right
you should
there.
have built a base there, which
Yeah.
is where I was thinking, or even like here if you wanted to be a bit sneakier, because I'm less likely to find that as I'm sending my overlords all over the place.
Yeah. I don't even really think about building bases like aggressively.
And now
like
that we know about like these rich minefields, like going here would have been great too for you, because that's a bit more defensible. It's a bit more out of the way, but it's still really far forward for you to be.
What's
able
really
to,
the purpose of building a base up all there, though?
Oh, I see what you. Well, because then you get an economic benefit out of your pylons, and you can construct defensive structures, and you can build those robotics bays. You're right in that, like.
Yeah, the
for
robotics bay being
Protoss-
closer is better, but like, yeah, I can just I could build pylons up there, then just teleport in.
Yeah, but again,
Yeah.
like, at this point, you have the resources, you have the pace of the game under your control. So having a really aggressive base expansion, you know, expanding a base means that you're increasing your economic output, which
Yeah.
then gives you more resources to work with. And so it's like, since you're building the pylons anyway, you might as well build them in a location that you're going to support rather than like a random place, which again, I think the random place worked well enough for you for a time, because like I wouldn't have found it except kind of accidentally.
Yeah.
But the base is it's also a much more threatening thing. Like if I come upon a base, it's like, oh crap, I have to like commit to destroying this thing, or else like I leave to attack your main base, and you can just like send guys from your
From
something
there.
else, like,
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. All right, let's see. Let's continue.
So you build a wall of
guys. I build a
spine.
wall of, which actually kind of bit me in the ass a bit, because I can't send units through this wall.
through them, yeah.
which I didn't even think about. Like I was mostly just like, okay, just build a whole bunch of things so they support each other and attack. I didn't plan to build them in a line like that couldn't be walked out of, but it worked out for me, obviously.
Yeah. You just
I didn't
flew
realize
over them.
until we started watching the replay that these are spine crawlers.
Yeah.
I can uproot them and move
Oh,
them.
really?
I could have just pulled the guys from back here.
Yeah. Up there.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that you
Yeah,
could
there we go.
move them.
And then I also could have done a lot more than what I did do, but it did work out. It just took longer for me. All right, so let's see. So okay, I got my wall. You're amassing your forces. Okay, there's your shrine of pylons. You also built 4 of them. Why?
I don't know. Look cool.
Okay, true, and it gives you plenty of supply, which you still do need.
I had the money.
But then, why didn't you build any turrets there, or again, robotics facilities? You didn't do anything with these.
Yeah, I just had them
There's
as a
pylons to
teleportation.
warp in,
Yeah.
which is fine. But
I guess that's true.
if you're gonna build pylons to warp in, why didn't you build them oh gosh, here? You know?
I guess that's true. I don't know. They're just things you just don't really think about.
That's why you watch the replays. Okay, so this is the point where you're like, oh, that's a lot of things. Which is a great thing for me to hear, because I'm like, oh, okay, good.
Well, I mean, look how much
intimidated.
damage
It
they
gives me
do to
more
these
time.
guys. I need, that's why I need other troops to
significant,
support them, because these do so much damage, but they also are very squishy.
Yeah, it's 25 damage, 30 versus armored. With a weapon speed of 1.3. You guys have a weapon speed of 1. And
I could have
2
taken them
damage.
out, probably.
You had focused, yeah. But then I've got these Zergling forces here backing them up.
Yeah.
Sort of prepping.
The other
for
problem
when
is that
we
all my
break
troops
through.
don't fit on the ramp, so they can't all shoot. It seemed.
Which is why I picked this location.
Yeah.
All right, so then you're warping in more guys. Okay, I think it's at this point that I'm thinking, because I'm sitting on a ton of resources, and I'm like, I need to expand. And I think if we look around here, what am I doing? Yeah. I've got my workers sitting right here because I tried to load them onto my overlord, and then I realized, crap, I can't load things onto my overlord unless I mutate my overlord, which I can't do unless I build this evolution chamber. And you've got this army sitting right there, and I'm like, am I going to live long enough to make my daring getaway?
So you're trying to bail all these workers out?
Not all of them, but enough of them. Yeah, and then
To
this
go
guy just
start a
gets-
bank. Yeah.
So now I've got some mutilisks. I think you find another overlord and kill him. Oh no, they just walked right past him. Okay, good. Here we go. All right, so now I've got my evolution chamber. You still haven't attacked. You're pulling your guys back? Why do you have your guys down here now?
I don't know.
Okay. The immortal probably was the route to go. If you had more immortals, you probably could have punched through.
Then I fail at microing, so then all my guys just die without doing
Yeah.
anything.
See, and here I try to counterattack with my Zerglings, and they couldn't get through. But then, you punch through, and so I'm able to send them through. But you just murder all of my units. But I guess I get enough damage on that you attacking.
That little
That
one
range
right
is
there
pretty
got
great.
so many, hits on.
Yeah.
And
So
now
yeah,
we're all
okay,
dead.
I'm able to.
If I could
I think
blink, I could
seriously
just get through
consider,
there.
whether or not I want to replug that hole, and then I do. And then, because here, at this point, I'm thinking, okay, that was really effective. I can't count on it to be effective twice. He's probably going to start building transports so he can bring in air units. So he can bring in his units and drop them with his
I've never
air
done that
transports.
before. You think I'm going to do that?
Well, that's what I'm innovating so much in this game. You're making me think on my feet. So I'm like, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? Okay, all right, this should work. Okay, so now how is he going to get around what I've done to get out of this? Okay, if it was me, mostly because
The
I just did it
reeds.
to get out of this, I would build transports so I can bring all of my ground units up into my
That'd be smart.
undefended other base, or like fly them over my big scary tentacles and drop them in an area that is a bit safer. All right,
That
so
sounds
cool. I
really
need to defend
smart.
against that, I'm gonna build some anti-air. So that's what I did.
I should have done that.
All the while, I'm like spamming Mutalisks because what? Okay, wait a minute. You sent their ghosts in, and then you walked them in?
I thought I could trigger them to teleport in like you can with like
No, it's after
Leoric.
a time limit.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I
That's
never
okay,
used
but,
them
like,
before.
Yeah, now like send the ghosts in, then
Leave
the
them
timer
back.
collapses, they automatically go. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just like spamming Mutalisks and workers because that's like literally all I can do. I don't think I'm even spamming workers because I have too many workers and not enough resources. This is when and so now, I don't know if you see down here.
Oh,
I'm about to
dang.
build my getaway base.
Wow.
Because again, you still have a lot of guys, and there's the Colossus, and the Colossus does a decent amount of work. But
Your guys
because
just kill it. It's so
One
squishy.
Colossus, and I have
Yeah.
a swarm of Mutalisks, so it's really easy to target.
Yeah, I'm playing this not like I play Risk. You need a big enough army to take it and hold.
Well, and also like if you're gonna send in Colossi, send like 5. Like, that's the
So
other
they don't
problem.
just
Like,
die
you
instantly,
kept sending
yeah.
one immortal.
It's because they built so slow and I just wanted to attack.
That's why you
Because I
build
needed multiple
robotics,
robotics.
man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, if you had like
I need to
like,
diversify.
you have all these warp gates, which are great, and like I love them.
I need to diversify.
Gateways. Yeah, even if you had like 3 robotics facilities, so you could have 3 immortals coming in every
Per
fight.
fight,
Like, again,
yeah.
that one immortal gave me so much trouble. You should have
Double down.
if it were me, I'd be like, okay, like I didn't quite get that done, but dang, that immortal did work. Like he almost didn't get rid of that immortal. So
I think my other problem is I
need more of
don't watch the fight enough. Because while they're fighting, I'm trying to
Oh.
like spawn more units and
no, I know,
everything.
but that's well, and especially with Protoss because you have to like
You
if
have
choose
to
do warp
select
gates,
them,
like,
yeah.
You don't have to do warp gates.
Yeah.
It is a particular strategy, and it's a strategy that requires more micromanaging than just like regular building.
Problem is without warp gates, you can't get them very quickly. Like it just speeds up the process of getting units. Right? Or is it
I guess so.
I don't know.
And
Is
here,
it
I guess I
here's
finally
what I'm
decided
wondering.
I had enough Mutalisks that I was gonna like venture out because like I'm thinking, okay,
I ran out of
like,
minerals really hard because I didn't
I see
transfer.
that. I didn't realize that because like
I didn't
am
build another
basically-
base.
My bases, my original bases, are basically done. At this point, it's do or die because my bases are done.
Yeah.
My new base is still getting set up, and I'm like, you could find that at any time, and if you do, it's over because I can't defend that.
Yeah. And then
So
you
I
have
think
no more
I do
resources.
set up another extra base just in case.
Interesting.
And I send out my. What is this? How many? Oh, here we go. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Jeez, that's a
5,
lot of
6,
Mutalisks.
7, 8, 16. I have 18 Mutalisks here, and I think a couple more that I just built. No, building maybe. I don't know. Hard to tell. I have 18 Mutalisks here, so I'm like, okay, I need to do something to like pull his attention away. You also hadn't sent an army in a little while, so I'm like, maybe I can get away with like distracting him with my attack or something. So what do I do here? I let them sit here. I think I let them sit here to try to catch your army on its way, and then eventually, what do I do? What am I?
You
thinking?
find my little spot. Oh, I'm saying my army. That's why you find them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you finally find this Overlord. So I'm like, oh, no, defend the Overlord. I'm like, oh, no, destroy this advanced position. And I think... Yeah, like, I do fight you here.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying to
win.
think, Like, when is it that I decide I'm not gonna fight you? Oh yeah, because like I killed those guys, so I'm like, okay, I destroyed his advanced position, and I killed his guys. I wonder if his base is still defended.
I finally build my other Nexus.
I'm like, okay,
That's
here
what
we go.
I guess destroyed
Yeah.
me at the end
Cool.
game.
All right, undefended base, and then all these guys showed up. So that's when I just start, out maneuvering you, and that's the game.
That's it. Yep.
So that could have swung anybody's direction there, just about until the end.
Yeah. Man, those things are scary.
Yeah, and I build the fourth base up in the corner here.
Jeez. So my cannons don't attack you?
No, they do. I just kept running away.
Oh, wow.
Also, I think, which cannons are we looking at?
The photon cannons?
No, I know that. I know that. Where's where are we at now? Oh, this rewinding thing is
Not great. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's got to be a way to like just tick back something.
Here's what I'm wondering about these gateways, these warp gates. The
Yeah.
amount of time it takes for it to warp in, and then the amount of cooldown it has, is that the same as just a gateway?
And I don't know. I can't. It's got to be, right?
I thought it was faster. That's why I always went for the gateway or the warp gate.
It might be.
Because I think
It
it's
might be. I
just
think,
faster
like,
to produce units. Because it seems so slow to get my zealots out early game, which is why I'm
mean, it
always.
is.
That's why I built like 3 of them because I needed to produce 3 at a time. I think these are just faster. I'm pretty sure.
Do you still have a gateway up? No, just a regular gateway. We'd have to
No.
go back.
It just
It
requires.
shows you the warp
The
time,
time.
which is 11. Is it 11 seconds? I guess. And it does have a like different units have different cooldown lengths.
Yeah.
So that's how long it takes to recharge after you warp them in. They all have the same warp in speed, though. I think that's the main advantage of the warp gate is that like
You get them
it gives you
instantly.
flexibility, virtually instantly. Yes.
Yeah.
So it gives you flexibility in that like regardless of how expensive the unit is, like maybe stalkers take, longer to produce than a zealot if you're producing them traditionally, but if you're warping them, you get them any unit at the same.
But then the
pace.
cooldown
And that is
after-
a huge advantage is different. Yeah. So I think it is the same amount of time. Maybe.
Maybe.
But the time from like fully charged to in play is significantly shorter than producing from. Because 31 seconds, I think, is how you would read that to build a zealot. That sounds about right.
31 seconds?
Because if his cooldown is 20 and his warp time is 11, because all units
I
warp
see
time is
that.
11, that's
Yeah.
a total of 31.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
I'll
It
look
does
next
take a
time.
while. And you compare that to building a probe, which is 12 seconds.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah,
that's
and like
true.
birthing a queen is 36 seconds. And I know
All
that
right, I
feels
guess
like
that's the same
forever.
then. Maybe going for
Yeah.
warp gates isn't. I don't know. Maybe
Now
it's,
again, the
it's just different.
flexibility it
Yeah,
gives you,
because you can warp
is
them halfway
huge.
across the map. That cuts down a
and
lot
then
of time
the
too.
mobility as well. It's huge.
Man.
It's just it requires more micromanaging, so it depends how much micromanaging you want to do.
Yeah. All right.
Which again, you're playing Protoss, so all right. So hang on, we
And-
wanted to take a look. Hang on, we want to take a look at these turrets, right?
Oh, to see how much damage they do.
Yeah. So here's what you do. Drag a box around the mutalisks. And
Yeah.
it'll highlight all of them so you can see their health. We'll go into just normal speed. So I destroy this. You warp in some guys. I'm like, oh crap, that's scary. I run away. When do I encounter one of your turrets? Come over here. All right, I destroy this thing. Boom, it's dead. Let's slow back down. You can get you guys around. I run away. See, what you needed to do, I think, was split your forces.
I started
You
to do
did.
that.
Okay. Good job. Good job. Yes, because now it's like, oh, dang, he's moving fast. All right. Loop around here. And boom. See? There.
Yeah.
He's attacking. Doing a
Just
pretty
not-
decent chunk of damage. Just
It's
not
like
fast
1/6. It's like 1/6 of a Mutalisk's health, I think. Play it again.
enough. Oh. It's, well, here, just click on the Mutalisk. The Mutalisk that's been damaged, he went from 120 to 96.
Yeah.
That's 24 damage. It's a little... it's a little over a sixth. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So it's a little over a sixth.
They do damage. They do damage.
A decent
I really
chunk, yeah.
like them. The turrets.
Yeah, they're good. And I'm like, oh crap, full army. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, that's
Well, now I need to understand that I can do different things. Not just build warp gates and stalkers, I guess.
Again, I think you're clearly your fundamentals are really strong because you could have won the game.
Yeah.
You know, at the start there, and then in general, it looks like your sort of strategic tactical chops are good. It's just here we go. When you diversify into advanced units, you can't just have one production center.
Yeah, that's
You need
the
like
big thing.
3. You know,
Yeah.
when you win a big victory like you did, like a big like battle like you did, you need to really think hard about like how you're going to seize the initiative in that situation and like take control of the game because that's
Yeah.
your opportunity. And generally expanding after a big fight like that, great. Like it's hard to go wrong with that choice because you know I have no ability to knock out the expansion, and that's always the danger of an expansion, especially like an undefended one. You know, is that
True.
I might find it and then just kill it. But there, you know, you've got plenty of resources and a good opportunity, a good window of opportunity.
Yeah.
And then paying closer attention to your units. Bouncing back and forth between your macro, like your economic stuff, and then your micro, your battles, when there's actually a battle happening, or like when
Yeah,
you're
I
putting
suck
on the
at
pressure.
battling. I think I lost like 20% of my
like, it
units
doesn't really, like,
uselessly.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Like, we can all do better at micro, but like to me, I'm thinking more just like the strategy of the tactical situation. Not so much like which units do I send where, but like, okay, I sent my units up to that side of the map. What am I doing with them? Are they doing anything? Like, which units are doing well in this matchup? Like, have I, you know, is there a weakness that I can exploit? Like that kind of thing. Like, you know, you sent your guys off, let them fight, and just left them alone, and so they stopped fighting after they beat me, after they like punched me into teeth, which gave me a chance to build up some defenses.
True.
Whereas if you'd like gotten back into that situation, it's like even like. I'm more just saying like just be present enough to be able to issue a command to attack further or retreat away, depending on the situation. Like pay close enough attention to the broader situation of the battle to know like what your best step is, rather than like firing and forget.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Ugh.
All right, let's see. Not sure which one we were doing before, but let's do this map now.
That was a devastating defeat for me.
Well, and to be honest, Ben, like that was a great game, and that like that's the kind of game that just shows a different kind of experience gap
Yeah.
between us. Whereas like the first games were just like, okay,
It was just you.
I built more than you because
Yeah.
I have better economic.
You press the buttons
foundation than you,
faster.
so I win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're like pretty well on par with economy,
Yeah.
which is great because now
Because
like,
now we
the
can actually get
strategy
into
comes into play.
strategy. I just need to